If you've ever forgot to turn on your external microphone and that 30-minute video that you just recorded didn't record, hit that subscribe button. If you know what channel that's from, hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. You know, do something crazy. We're all about it. Anyways, that being said, I'm going to show you what is in my everyday carry on my person, and I will show you what's in my bug out bag. Yeah, so stay tuned and we'll get right to it. Okay, so here's the bag. It is a LL Bean Continental rucksack, and it's the new version of it. Here's it on. It's got hip straps. It's made out of incredibly nice Cadora nylon, and I've had this thing for a long time, and it's like it's seen some abuse. It's got the sternum strap, fully adjustable, up and down, in case you got titties, you know, gotta put it lower because you got titties. And the hip belt. Hip belt on me, it's like right on my belly button, but I like this pack riding high. That way I can, you know, move when I... So I'm going to readjust the camera and we'll go through the contents of it together. Firstly, we're going to talk about my EDC. We have keys for my car, and on my keys I have a Maglite LED AAA power flashlight. These things are freaking tanks, and they're lightweight, and they're good, and they last a long time. This thing has been through the ringer. And guess what? Still works. So that's my keys. Keys, car keys, house keys, things like that. In my other back pocket, that was my back right pocket, is my car keys. My back left pocket is a Streamlight ProTac AAA. An even better flashlight than the Maglite, just because of the amount of lumens it puts out, which is a lot for its size. Granted, it can only do it for like 4 hours long. So next, in my front left pocket, which is where I keep all my stuff, is my wallet. Just a leather wallet, nothing crazy. And then my other things: chapstick, Bic lighter, Spyderco folding knife, a Milwaukee's marker, permanent marker, this is like a Zebra all metal pen, very nice, and my silver coin, ounce of silver coin. It's my like good luck coin. And then my front right pocket, I keep my phone with a pop socket because, you know, I don't want to drop it. Okay, so moving on to the backpack, we will start with these 3 external pockets. Each one is for something, and we'll just go over them quickly. In this one, I have an old Swedish military canteen. My front pocket, I have my water filtration system, Sawyer Mini, pink one, because fuck yeah. I have a Platypus 1 liter bag, fold up bag, as well as the Sawyer Mini water bag. The Sawyer doesn't hook up to the Platypus. It leaks when you try to squeeze it. So if you're gonna use this, I would just use this bag for the dirty water, and then put it into the big Platypus for the clean water. I have some Huggies in there because, you know, if you're out in the field and you get dirty, I take this out when I go hunting, and if I skin an animal, these things save your hands from being absolutely disgusting after you've gut it. Also, these things can wake your ass, so that's always good. I have another flashlight in there, a quick access flashlight. It's an Energizer I have an emergency blanket in here, just a Coligans or Coglins emergency blanket, and a full roll of toilet paper. And this side, this is my cooking kit, and also a miniature fire kit. I have a Stanley cup, or like pot, along with the stainless steel nesting cup. Fits in it great, doesn't shake around too much. And then this is just a Sea to Summit soup spoon, plastic soup spoon. In the cup I have a scrubby pot scrubber, bronze pot scrubber. Keep it clean. And here's my fire kit. Along with, on the bottom, I have, I feel like those shouldn't be doing that. I have 3 zip cubes for fire starting or just to cook with. In this heavy duty plastic bag, I have Yuko Stormproof matches, pink Bic lighter with the tape around it to try to keep it from depressing the gas, 2 Tinder Quick tabs, you know, they're just compressed cotton balls with Vaseline basically, a UST Fire Striker, it's okay, and waterproof matches with striker and mini ferrocerium rod on the bottom of it. And in this I have just stormproof matches. And on the bottom of this I have a bandana, because you never know, it's good to have. Make char cloth with it, bandage with it. Good to have a bandana, just a cotton one. From Walmart, they're $1. Alright, let's get into the main pack. Canis gloves. If you're wondering why they look weird, I put olive oil on them to see if they would make them last longer. I don't like that I did that. It's not great. Got Gorilla brand duct tape, small roll. The 1-inch roll, along with electrical tape, because you never know. Carry around a pair of wool socks, bad circulation. We're just going to put that to the side. Here's my trauma bag, trauma kit. It's one of those outdoor products, like small, you know, baggies. All right, this is the, like I said, outdoor products, like pocket bag. So in the top, I keep an emergency blanket. I have a pack of single-use super glue. From my understanding, you can use this as liquid stitches. Tylenol, extra strength, single-use packets. Got a few of those. They, you know, it's Tylenol. I have a couple rolls of gauze. This is just Dollar General gauze, but you know, it's like 6 feet of gauze rolled up in a plastic airtight bag. Works well. I have 2 EpiPens. I have a trauma pack by Adventure Medical Kits. I have some big adhesive pads. This is part of my boo-boo kit. I have some more bleed stop, readily accessible. It's just, you know, a hemostatic powder. I have an Israeli emergency bandage. You know, pretty standard. More Tylenol. Keep a notebook in here in case I need to take notes on anything. Another one of these guys. A ACE bandage to help keep the dressings in place on people's wounds. Another EpiPen. 3 EpiPens. I know it seems like a lot, but you never know. I keep a emergency SOL bivvy in here. This is part of my shelter system if I need it. But it's also, once again, if someone's had something very traumatic happen to them, this will keep them warm while emergency services are coming. This is Excedrin, more Tylenol, 2 more gauzes, another gauze, travel pack of wet wipes, antibacterial hand wipes. You know what? I use these to clean multiple wounds, like just cuts, scrapes, things like that. And it works well. These are my boo-boo kits, packed to the gills with Band-Aids. Another boo-boo kit. This one's got anti-diarrhea in it. If you're in a survival situation, that could be handy. I got some little gauze pads. A bunch of, I have, what is this? More headache relief, and then some cleaning pads, and then some bigger self-adhering gauze pads. All right. Back to the bag, we have this little pouch. It's for, you know, I got a Leatherman Super Tool 300. Good piece of kit. And then it's got my electronic cords in it, iPhone and Samsung. I got some nylon like rope, or it's not rope, it's sewing string in here. It's heavy duty, it's on a freaking pen tube. It's on a pen tube. Duct tape around it, because when this stuff comes unraveled, it's like worse than fishing string. It's disgusting. Got another pen. Got some quick access Advil, and a heavy duty pencil sharpener for fine wood shavings when you're making, you know, fire stuff. And then in this little thing, I have a Sunto compass. What else do I keep in it? Use the wall charger for the electronics. Doesn't fit in that bag. Keep 2 hats in there. Cabela's hat, another hat that I got for free at an old job. I keep a puffer vest in there. Breaks down to nothing. And this thing, you know, this thing, when you put it underneath your sweater or even over your sweater, it's somewhat waterproof, somewhat wind resistant, and this keeps you a lot warmer. This is important to have. Like, extra clothing, if it gets cold, is always good. You can use it as a pillow. It's a good thing. I use pencil bags as my bags. They're not labeled, but that's okay. This is my hygiene kit. More wet ones, emergency blanket, rain poncho. I have bar soap, shampoo, and oral hygiene kit. Got a full roll of duct tape. Really squeeze this thing down, make it fit in places. If you're, you know, duct tape. This one, green. I have my fishing kit. Fishing kit. Got some big hooks, big sinkers, a couple jigs. I have, it's 15 pound test mono, a whole spool of it, spider wire, it's good rope. And part of my fire kit, it's cotton balls, Vaseline, and birch bark, along with some pre-made fat wood sticks. Pretty sure this is my rope kit. Got a whole bunch of zip ties for quick connect things. A half-pound spool of bank line, number 36. True paracord, a hank of it. 2 hanks of it. I have a reusable UST survival blanket. This is part of my main form of keeping warm at night. Along with that SOL emergency bivvy. I would crawl into the bivvy and then use this as my blanket. And I have 4 55-gallon, 3.5 mil thick contractor garbage bags. And you use these as your shelter. You can make a bunch of things, but I have 2 as my top, and then a survival blanket underneath that along with the fire, and then 2 for laying on full of debris, and you have, I mean, it probably wouldn't be incredibly comfortable, but it'd be a good ass shelter. You wouldn't need much, you know, like you could have, I have enough emergency blankets to make enough reflectors, like one behind me. And then with this and my SOL emergency blanket, as well as things underneath me, I could probably survive a pretty cold night. Survive, not be comfortable, but in cooler temperatures, it'd probably be pretty comfortable. All right, here's some more of them. And that's it. So onto my tools. K-Bar Becker BK9. Mora knife, Bushcraft Black, with a sail needle on the back side of it, and a Silky Gomboy 300 as my folding saw. Great saw, love it. Other things I have is a waterproof map of Wisconsin, and that is my bug out bag. People say you should use your tools. I in fact do. Look at that beautiful wear on that. Razor sharp, shaving sharp, the entire blade. I have a work sharp knife sharpener as my sharpening system along with the strop. I used to keep it in the bag, but I just haven't recently. But you know what? That's okay. I turned this into a dangler by adding a heavy duty, thing. This thing can support 350 pounds. I have a light my fire ferro rod on it. I have another mag light, because lighting is important. And then in my Altoids Kit survival tin, keep it duct tape shut, I have a couple things. A mini Bic lighter, so I can start fires. Because when I get out in the woods, I put this on me. If I lose my bag, I still have fire at hand. 4 Yuko stormproof matches. Striker for those matches. Tinder Quicks, 2 of them. A good 3-foot length of number 36 bank line. Break those apart, it's 3-strand bank line. I got like 9 feet of cordage. The tiniest of boo-boo kits, it's like literally like 5 band-aids and a sewing kit with 2 extra buttons, but like that, better than nothing, I suppose. Like a small knife, fine edge, razor sharp. It's a Gerber, and this is for skinning, because this big knife, hard to use for skinning and gutting. This little knife though, can totally do it. Fillet fish, whatever you need, man. And it's good. Like, these things are the titties. I have a small fishing kit. It's got 2 jigs, tiny bodied, with a spinner and a head. Then I have a big hook, and a lead. So you could probably catch some fish. I have a little like lens cleaning cloth, but I figure you could use that to scrub something. Four nails. Help you create shelter, help you create fish hooks, whatever you need, man. It's metal, hard metal, steel. You can do a lot of things with these things. Frog jigs, bow tips. And then in the back, on this duct tape piece, tapes the lid, it's another sail needle. Because, it's actually 2 of them. You have the big one, And then as well as the Altoids tin for making char cloth. That's probably what this is for now I think of it. Make char cloth. Next fire mentality. Alright guys, so that was my bug out bag. I take it everywhere I go. I like being prepared. I like knowing that I can handle situations. It can give you confidence in the situation. It's a lot of shit. I realize that. You probably noticed that I don't have any food. It's right here. I'll starve for a little bit. It's fine. You can go a long time without food, but you can't go a long time without shelter, water, you know, things like that. Bleeding out. So yeah, that's my bug out bag, my everyday carry. I hope you guys enjoyed. So good, so tasty. Alright, let's see if it works. Yeah, baby! Woo! Hell yeah! Freaking ripping, man. Dude, it smells like coffee. It's gross. Freaking yellow, too. It looks like burnt orange crayon. Oh no. Oh no, I need to drink more water. Oh no. Burns a little bit. Oh, what's up with that? Goodness. Hopefully I'll be okay. Yeah. Got a little bit on my hands, but I'm not gonna wash them.